Hey guys, welcome back to Narcissu. So, yeah, that's it. Without any further ado, let's get right back into where we left off last time. Nightfall, after lights out. Uh, okay, I thought the game froze and was gonna die. Bored of reading manga as usual, I wandered through the darkened hospital. The usual lounge, now pitch dark from the absence of light. That was where I found her. Hey, so you're still here? What's up? Not feeling well again?
別に
Was all she said as she stared at the window. So her discharge had been postponed after all. No one knew when the next chance would come, but it would probably be weeks from now, not days. Hey, could it be that you feigned illness today? No, that probably wasn't the right way to put it. See, you couldn't say that we weren't sick all the time. What I'm saying is, you didn't want to leave the hospital, did you?
意味がわからないわよ
Because there is no afterwards for you now. But there was no answer to my question in her silence. She had asked me so many times before about where I wanted to die. And it had always been that I didn't know yet, and that she didn't want to die at home or here on 7F. So you have no other place to go after all.
だったらどうなの
No, nothing. This familiar lounge flooded in darkness. Her familiar stance, looking out the windows without so much as acknowledging my existence. This place we called a hospital and its extinguished lights in spite of the fact that it was only 11 p.m. or so. This was the tangent point between what was normal and what was not. On top of that, we were inhabitants of 7F, bereft of any choice save one, death on 7F or death at home. The outside world that she was staring at from the pitch black height of 7F, the normal world. The buildings and homes were still radiant with light, and the street overflowed with people going home. And although my awareness of it was still vague, I was already an inhabitant of 7F, already an abnormal existence. I can't talk today, I'm sorry. I can never talk, okay? I don't know. Maybe it's just like a starting out thing. I'm not used to talking a lot. There was no longer any way for me to go back to the other world, was there now? My time is at a standstill. I'd spent so many seasons, so many white overcast skies, without the want or need to converse with anybody. At first, I would look down at the healthy kids going to school and the people walking back and forth on the streets. And when I got tired of that, I always watched TV, nothing else to do, nothing else I could do. Even when there was snow outside the window, it was always bright and sunny inside the TV screen. A dream world stretching out before my eyes without heat, without cold, without pain. I sought comfort from my imagination, and so I amassed a huge knowledge base. Meaningless trivia upon meaningless trivia over and over. And before I knew it, nothing that appeared on TV seemed real anymore. And in quick succession, it also... Sorry, I'm having a really weird day today. And in quick succession, it also happened to books, games, and then my family. Finally, I was unable to view myself as anything real, as if I were staring at scenes of another person's life. That's why I was not surprised when they transferred me to 7F. But if I but closed my eyes, the world would always vanish. So I thought I'd be fine, and I did as I thought. And soon enough, my second discharge from the hospital. By the time of my next admission, I'd probably be too weak to stand by myself. I found my own self, the one who couldn't do anything, even though she knew this, to be pitiful. What? I found my own self, the one who had no destination, to be ridiculous.
時間を止め心を止め胸に大きな傷跡を作り
I literally just realized we're playing as Sumi right now. Oh my god. Oh. See, I'm just having a weird day, okay? I'm tired. I'm getting ready for the weekend because I'm going to a dance this weekend, tomorrow actually, and I gotta be amped up for that. Oof, oof, oof. Gonna have a good time. What am I talking about? Sorry. Okay. My tongue stands still, my heart is still, so my chest standing still with huge scars.
それでも22年も生きてきたのに哀れだと思った
You're 22 years old? Okay. Uh-oh. 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 Oh no! Oh no! No, 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 no! My game just crashed! My game just crashed! Oh my god! Oh no! Oh my god. Wow. Okay, I would go back and play it, but that's gonna make this video extra long because and boring because I'm gonna be skipping all the stuff to get to the point where we just were. Unless, hold on, let me see if it actually is a different, no, it can't be a different chapter. It can't. Oh god. I am sorry that happened. It should, okay, well here we go. Load. Oh, wait, don't hit load. To go this, gotta go this, gotta go this. You know what? This isn't worth it. 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 It's gonna take so long to get back to that point. Oh my god, I am so sorry. That is... I'm so sorry. I did not mean for this to happen.
別に
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna keep apologizing till we get to that point. But oh my god, I'm so sorry. I did not mean for that to crash. And I just want it to be a nice, I just want it to be, I don't want it to be like a super long video. I mean, I don't edit these videos because I'm lazy. And, okay.
時間を止め
Okay, we're okay.
心を止め
Should be okay. Should be okay. We're
胸
gonna
に
be.
大きな傷跡を作りそれでも22年も生きてきたのに
Okay.
哀
Oh, sorry. I interrupted her. Okay, now let's at least get a little bit in here. A few days after that, the overhanging clouds had cleared up, and an endless winter sky was in their place. Oddly enough, my father had come to visit, a difficult expression on his face the entire time. But he was saying something or other about my insurance. And at that time, his eyes were not unhappy at all. I have to talk to the doctors for a bit. Saying this, my father strode down the corridor, toward that dim conference room where this had all begun, or so it seemed. My hospital room was now empty. Having nothing to do, I reached for the weekly magazines that they'd brought at the stands for me. And accompanying them, just as ever, there were fruits and drinks as get-well gifts. And to one side of the basket that the fruits were piled in, right in front of the melons that I so hated. What? What I saw was a set of car keys. The keys shone silver. These were the keys to my father's pride and joy, that coat that he'd sweated over the upholstery, sweated over from the upholstery on outwards. The coat that I'd asked to borrow a long time ago, and I'd been told no without a single second's delay. And my still unused driver's license in the breast pocket of my pajamas. Even after it had lost its chance for use that day, it remained with me waiting, as if that were its proof of life. Woo! Ka-click! In silence, I grabbed the keys. It happened as if on impulse. I had no idea what my motives were either. I just seized them without a second thought, as if I were looking at a scene on TV. And the few days' worth of meds that I'd been dispensed, I stuffed those into a bag and I headed down the corridor. I snuck past the nurse's station and quickly strode toward the elevators. A bag in my right hand, the keys in my left, the long-neglected driver's license in my breast pocket. In front of the lounge. And the next thing I saw was the girl sitting there, watching TV as per usual. Staring blankly and boredly at that screen, sitting on a little foldable chair. Hey, that show any good?
そう見える
No, not at all. The all too expected exchange. Her eyes looked as far away as they always had. Well then, shall we go together? I continued talking as I showed her the keys in my hand. See, I don't want it to be at home.
私は7回も嫌
Well then, shall we go together?
うん
With that, she stood up from her chair. Her hair swayed with her and grazed the tip of my nose. And then she too stuffed a few days' worth of meds in a bag. We made to leave 7F together. I switched off that boring TV. The grating laughter of the MC was forever obliterated. Jesus Christ. Obliterated. Both of us in pajamas clad boarded the elevator, heading down from this top floor down to IF. 1F. Sorry, what the fuck. At 1F, we headed not for the ER entrance, but for the outpatient clinic's entrance. The cold winter air struck away at our faces, all the more strong in a wide open space like the parking lot. The two of us wandered around the spacious field, looking about ourselves with unease, and after a little while, we came across my father's car. The silver coupe, or whatever, however it's pronounced. My father's pride and joy, impeccably maintained. I immediately inserted the key and opened the door. Click. Go ahead, get in.
わかった。
I sank into the driver's seat. She was in the passenger seat, but she was so short that she'd have a hard time seeing the road. Oh, that's so mean. I turned the key into the ignition and stepped lightly on the accelerator, just as I'd learned during training. Reassuring engine noises filtered into the cabin. I released the handbrake and then applied the clutch. Now we could go anywhere. That was our plan. Alright, let's go. She nodded slightly. Instead of replying, I shifted into the second gear, and the car accelerated smoothly. Unused to the clutch and swerving slightly, I advanced slowly.
揺れるわね。
Yeah, it's my first time in a car. Well, it's the first time since I got my license that I've driven a car.
そう。
The exit to the parking lot was now in view, and the largest road beyond it without traffic lights. I turned onto it. The sound of honking car horns, those were directed at me as I cut into the road. The silver coupe complained but did not stop as I worked the unfamiliar clutch, the stiff gearbox. I must really have rubbed the other drivers the wrong way, as the honking of horns did not seem likely to cease. But I just continued to drive without caring much. None of it quite seemed real at all. Hey.
何？
Nani? Are you scared?
怖がった方がいい。
Do you want me to be? No, not really. Still, before noon, the high-flying sun, the skies of January above and beyond to infinity and beyond, the windshield, skies so blue that they seemed almost in mourning. We had no destination. On that cold day with an alien clutch and a swerving car. On that day when we drove onto the highway in our pajamas. On that very day of winter. Anyways, guys, I think that's a good point to leave off this episode. I apologize for my game crashing. That was totally not expected at all. And I'm sorry that we had to backtrack and get up to this point. I'm sorry. But, thank you for watching. If you like this episode of Narcissu, leave a like down below. Leave a comment down below. Share it with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't. And remember, die safely. Bye-bye.